Yay, we're here. We are here. Check this out.
Yeah, and
it's an old steam engine.
Anybody have any questions, lose something?
Welcome to another edition of the Allgaiers Garage. I'm Rick. Dell and I are at the Pike County Steam Show today. We're going to try to cover the whole thing. Maybe we'll get lucky and see Matt. We're going to bring you along for the ride, so let's get cracking. We're going to do a lot of vendor stuff first. There's a lot of stuff here today. A lot of vendors, a lot of good stuff, good people. It looks like it's a lot of vendor stuff. A lot of vendor stuff. We're going to surf through these. And then we're going to get to the good stuff. Apparently you're spending all my money already.
Yes, I am. Your granddaughter likes Highland cows and there's a stitch.
Oh!
Interesting.
I love stitch.
Banks and more diesel engines. Yeah, pissy go back and forth. This is wild. Amazing how quiet that diesel is. Size of that flywheel. Here's a Willie. A lot of farmhouse here. For sure. Punching along an old Ford. International dump trucks. I need to check this out. This is the kind of stuff you don't see. This is like a tractor car type thing. That is just wild. It's a tractor, but it's like a car inside. Never seen nothing like it. That is just neat. But yes, AC and everything. That's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat. I didn't know they made such a thing.
Me either. Damn. Where do you even start? These things are overly rich. freight car back there. With a loco. I believe this was an old engine that they charged with steam. It didn't have its own firebox or anything. I think they charged it with steam. Look at it. Well, I guess you know how they kept warm. Put coal in there. This thing was so they could sit and look down the train either direction and see what was going on with it, so they didn't miss anything. I'm sure there's bathrooms and lockers and all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, well, I guess we found a toilet. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. U.S. Air Rays. Farm-alls everywhere. Knick-knack flea market stuff. You never know. I might actually find something I want to buy. Now that is a pipe wrench. That's as long as my arm.
He goes, and by the way, we owe you.
Baby cannons. Oh, there's where some of the equipment stuff is. Little toolboxes. You name it, it's here. Oh no. Check it out. As I was a kid, I had that one. I had that one. I had the dozer.
We used to have these.
Look at all these toys. Ford Tonka's under there. There's an old shovel over there. That is a steam engine. We're going down that way. Straight ahead. Check that thing out. An itty bitty International. This apparently is some kind of crane. Boy, is that an elaborate exhaust system. It's got a Volkswagen engine on it. That's pretty cool. I don't know what it does, but it's pretty cool. And we have a steam operated boat. Wow. Now this is what I'm talking about. Look at all this stuff running. I'm in heaven. That's old mining equipment. We can go down through that way, I think. Got to get closer. Oh, yeah. This is all mining equipment here. That's why it's so shrimpy. It was for going into mines and stuff. That's not inoperable, I don't think, anymore. Coal stuff. There's a mine digger. That's a mine digger. For the coal mines and stuff. See that guy sits in there really low like that. That's pretty neat. Undercut. I hear generators running. He's unloading the island of coal from the mine onto a car. And it's going to go down here somewhere, I think. It looks like he's almost empty. It's electric. Whoops, sorry. It's electric. See that cable on the top there? Then it gets dumped here. And loaded onto a truck. And then the truck hauls it back and they start over again. Well, that's kind of neat. Here's a Caterpillar. We got a cable. I wonder what it is. D8. There's got to be a TD-12 around here somewhere. That's what I want to see. Takes a lot to keep all this stuff running. That's for sure. Most of these are all antiques. Old R model Mac. Yeehaw. New York? Huh. The old hammer drill. Thing was on a cable. It would pull it up the thing and would let it go. That's how it would drill wells back in the day. They say they were better than drilling ones. And you only needed a little bitty motor on it, too. Maybe we'll get a crack at running one of these today. Nah, probably not. Little on gold antique dozers over here against the bank. There's a scraper. Little scraper. .903 Cummins in this unit. R35 Euclid. I ran one of these back in the day. Noisy. Noisy, noisy, noisy. See what this is. Ooh, you can even smell the Euclid. One I ran was a V12 Detroit. This one's not. This is, oh, maybe. Hold on. 1, 2, yeah, the V12. Look at the size of that thing. This stuff. Look at all this old iron. Good old 977 cat loader. They were a hell of a machine back in the day. These 7s. Look at that loader. Terex. Here's a big machine. We're gonna take a shortcut through here. Why? Because we can. Wow. This is a big, look at it. Yeah. Yeah, it's tall. My head, top of my head's like right here, and you got that much tire left. Big old Detroit in there, turbo. Ooh, V6T, or no. Yeah, V12. Twin turbines. Here's a Michigan with a big Cummins in it. Uh-oh. I found the Holy Grail. A TD-12. A lot of people don't realize is this thing has 2 engines on it, 2 transmissions. It's split in the front. See how it's split in the front? It's split in the front. So both sides articulate separately, but it's connected in the back. Look at the size of that blade. For back in the day, that's big. And then the radiators are in the back. And you use cable to lift the boom up and down. What you see is here, there's a pivot in there. See the 2 radiators in the back? This was GM's last big dozer. But the operator always sits on one side. You have twin 671 Detroits, inline 6-cylinders. See 2 stacks? You got a lot of twin controls because of the fact that 2 transmissions and stuff like that. That's awesome. That's what I came all the way out here for. I've never seen one. Now I saw one. Hopefully we get to see it actually operate today. Noisy as hell, but they did a good job back in the day. Yes, they did. Figured they were 238 horsepower apiece, they should have been. So they had a lot of onions back in the day. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. There's the dog is not happy. Small cat. Little 671 Detroit. I ran a Euclid back this house back there, but it had a 250 Cummins or something like that in it. These no power. That's a monster. I don't know how far we're allowed to walk down here, so we're not going to walk too far down. Look down on the background. You barely see the bull for sure. Very destructive dog. Go there, Asheville. That's rolling in coal. Slow and steady brings wind to rain. There we go. Look at that really big caterpillar. Well, that's doing a nice job. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that thing is. It's a giant roll or something. But apparently it had something to do with that. An old well driller maybe? I mean oil drilling rig maybe? Yep, maybe that's what it was. Wow. That's neat. There we go. There's that Mac again. Sweet. There we go. I don't know if this one actually works anymore. A lot of these do. I don't know if this one does. I do not know what kind of an engine that is. Oh, a Murphy diesel. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. 4-cylinder Murphy diesel. I thought they only made them in 6-cylinder. Look, there's half a tractor. Could you imagine running this thing for 8, 10, 12 hours a day? Could you imagine the dust and the dirt, just like it just flew in my face? There's an old dumper. This one operates. All I can tell, look how clean that chain is. I can tell they use this one. Here's a toy with a broken drag cable. This is a baby. A little gas motor into it. Oh, I didn't think this thing had a seat in it. Oh yeah, there's a seat. That hook goes down, pulls the coal into the funnel, coal goes up the funnel into that coal field. This is how they mined coal back in the day. That's exactly how they did it. And that's a baby shovel. Check that little engine out. More shit. Another one. They change the cabs on these and stuff. They go back and forth, but yeah. There's another, I don't know what engine that is. It's all old iron. Caterpillar that I've never heard of before. Probably lower than big diesel. This is a behemoth. Northwest. This is a big shovel. I wonder what this has in for an engine. It's probably big. Oh, that's a Murphy. For sure. You can't even make this up. There's stuff everywhere. We're gonna mosey onto the back down here. Here's one of them things that they pick railroad cars up. I think they're actually for laying pipe, but they use it for picking railroad cars up too. I've never seen one up close. This is a small one. This one ain't big. Little 4-cylinder diesel. That thing sounds cool. maintenance. You don't want to stay near them too long. If the cable snaps, it'll take your head off. This kid's pretty good. Likes a little bit of antifreeze. That is actually pretty neat bogies on it. Pretty good for, looks like half an army tank. Now we're gonna go to the upper level. I know where he is. He's here somewhere. Got a couple of t-shirts for him. Yep, for all you people who don't know it. Yes, Mac did make off-road equipment at one time.
That's a lot of it.
You know what that thing is? Let's walk down here and see what we can find. Here's another old one. That's an actual clamshell. And why do they call that? Because it opens and closes this way. A water pit. Yeah, that one's pretty big. I don't know a lot about these. They just found this fascinating. That's why I wanted to come out here. You know. I mean, these all obviously work. Well, I don't know if that one does. This one definitely does. You don't see them often. A 3-cylinder Detroit 2-cycle diesel. That is huge. The 992. I've never seen one in person. I don't know if it's a V12 or a V10, but it's huge. the big D9. Decided that turbocharger net. I can't believe how huge that is. Wow. Machine. Here's a water tank. That's running on not all of them. A lot of old stuff, older stuff in here. Back in the day, that's got some big ass tires. That's for sure. One battery. I'll be damned. That actually has a Detroit diesel in it. Wow. Well, that's kind of neat. Steam tractor. Army stuff. There's a boom from something. An unhappy tractor. Hey, it's the old pipe laders on that thing. That's pretty neat. Now this is a baby Terra scraper. Probably has one motor in it. Take a V12 maybe? Nope. Only a 4-cylinder. Yeah, this is a baby. Oh, there's an engine in the back. Yep. A lot of times the engine in the back will be bigger. Nope. 4-cylinder. Same as the front. It goes into a torque converter. That's pretty neat. Here's some stuff that's pretty. $75. Beautiful truck. Granny gear 4-speed. It must have a 2-speed rear in it or something. Straight truck. Euclid. Okay. We should be parked in this hill down here. That's an odd looking pusher. I think it has enough headlights on it. Wow. I bet you that means short order out of stuff quick. It's a light duty pusher, but oh, 671 Detroit. Starting to see a lot more of those. Caterpillar.
Oh, okay.
These hit and miss motors.
Okay.
They're tiny. Now we'll go down this side. Check these out. I think we gotta take a break. Little flathead 4-cylinder. It's amazing how quiet that is. That is so quiet. All it's doing is making that thing run. See that? Steam lines with a hole. And this stuff is totally amazing. Check that thing out. An old-time lathe. And it runs off the roof. The electric motor's over there. And it runs this whole thing. That's pretty neat. Only 11. Pretty good. More off the roof. This place is all hand built for this. This is not quite all that is. Here's a couple of more. There's a lot of equipment here. Lots and lots of formals. Oh, I guess it's a formal. Yeah. Small. Oh. That's a beautiful dog. GMC like this. Single stack. Could be a Cummins. Can you believe it? No. It's a V8 Max Super Dog. What do we got going on today? Yeah, we got Detroit. Which one is it? 318, I think. Nope, it's got an 8092. It's hard to see. Neat little square body. A big block in there. Nope. 400. Probably a 351. Now this would be extremely unique if you could close the hood. Oh, there is no hood, but that would be neat. To me, that's completely nuts. With an automatic. Oh, I love the fork. This thing's unique. Square body Chevy. Oh my God. Well, you got the 351 Peterbilt. Beautiful truck, needle nose. That's what they refer to as a needle nose. There's a nice pen. That's a neat little bag. Beautiful 900 Kenworth, 900 Kenworth. Here's a fire truck, a Ford. Moving on truck. The question is it a real moving on truck? No, it is not. How do I know that? Because it's a real moving on truck. It would have a VT903 Cummins, and it does not. And besides, the sleeper's too big. Here's a Mac. And needle nose Mac. Very unique.
A few moments later.
Well, we had a great time down at the Pike County show. We got to meet Matt, Creek. Out of respect, they were getting ready to eat lunch, so we didn't film any of it. We chatted with him a few minutes, gave him a couple of t-shirts. Like you said, we had a great time. Y'all can come check this out. I'm going to be posting this video in probably a few weeks. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe maybe even. Believe me, it's completely appreciated. I couldn't thank you enough for everything everybody does. It's hot out here. It's still a good show, but I'm tired. It's time for the Allgaiers Garage to drive 4 hours home. Y'all have a good weekend.